Are you thinking of making in life and then start dating? If you are thinking that, you are clearly an immature guy. You know why? You might think of, I will get success and then I will start doing this and that. But in reality, you have to take advantage of it now as you are young. Okay, because now you don't have too much to lose. Okay, suppose you are struggling, how much can you lose? Suppose you build some money, you lose some money, you get experience with a little amount of money. Okay, think about it. If you have like $100 million and you make a mistake of dating a wrong woman, she could take 50% of that with an fixed alimony, and you would be left with around, the real rate is around 30 million. Okay, I have a friend that has gone through divorce, and that's the rate. That is about 70%, not 50%. 50% you have to give upfront, but you have to calculate lawyers fees, you have to calculate your lawyers fees, you have to calculate the, in some countries there is another tax on that, and after that you give alimony, all of that stuff. It adds up. Okay, and you might have some assets you have to sell and your income will drop. Okay, do you understand that? So the people that are giving you this advice of, no, first build your business, this and that. Okay, so this is true to an extent. Okay, it is in middle, it is true to an extent. Suppose if you are truly dead broke, that is not a good time to start this, okay, dating. Okay, but if you are at a middle pace, you could do it because you will get experience, and if you don't accumulate experience throughout your journey, it will be very hard for you at the end. You will meet these, in movies we have all seen the powerful guy that doesn't get women, and he harasses his employees and stuff, and then he get charges, and then he goes to the jail. Do you want to be like that? Chances are no, but you might want to do that. Your life, you could do it, but I'm gonna give you the easiest way. Just start dating and focus on your career first, and do it as a secondary thing, not as a primary thing. Always keep your focus on your work. Okay, and you need to realize this. Suppose you are thinking, the misconception I see on all of these videos, they are so dumb. They give you things like, oh, you can't manage a woman because this is this. Tell me one thing. Suppose you have built your business, and after building your business, most likely, most 99% of the time, because people build unsellable business. If you are in venture capitalist world, you will know what I meant to say. People build unsellable businesses, and then they have a very high paying job, not a business. Okay, so it is not on autopilot, you have to work on that. So just tell me, in starting you have a lot of time, time to take experience. I'm not telling you if you're dead broke. I'm telling you if you're stable, you have a backup, you have making enough, not even enough, you're making good money. Okay, at above average, then you can do it. Okay, not dead broke. So when you make, like, suppose, just the example I gave, suppose you made the money and then you thought, let me start dating. The advice these guys will give you, the manosphere guys, they will waste your time. They will this and that. Tell me, after accumulating wealth, would you work more or less? And I'm not talking of, if you really think about it, when you start working on your business, you work a lot. In your 30s, you work a lot. In your 35, 40s, you work a lot. If you are a smart person, you might retire at 35, 40. Okay, 35, 40. But I don't think you have planned to start dating then. You want to do it at like 25, 30. Think about it. So you have to work more, and then you have to manage this person that you don't have any experience with, or this gender that you don't have any experience with. And most of these videos watchers are coppers. They not coppers in the meant of metals, but the term cope in plural to use to designate human beings. Okay, most of these people just delude themselves that, no, we don't need to do that, we don't need to do. First of all, you don't have anybody that is looking for that. If you have an apple in front of you, you could say, yeah, I don't want to eat that apple. But if you don't have an apple in front of you, could you say, I don't want to eat apple, I don't like apples? If even there is an apple in front of me, I wouldn't eat it. You don't have an apple, how can you say that? Okay, so you will get in a lot of trouble if you start dating at the at like your peak. Okay, you need to learn so much about this stuff as it is getting harder and harder, and people are getting smarter and smarter. Manipulation tactics, laws are getting stricter and stricter. As an average, not even as an average man, as a wealthy man that doesn't have frame, that doesn't have the real knowledge, that is just wealthy, it is very hard because everybody will take your money and everything from you, especially women. And you won't be able to tolerate that. You won't be able to do that. If you start dating at like 30, think about it. You start dating at 30. How? You start dating at 30, and then you need to learn about all these manipulative tactics. And suppose you didn't learn about them, then you get ran over by women. You are just a payday. Payday in red pill communities means a guy that pays for women stuff and he gets, you know what I mean. In basically it is just, it there is no love in it. It's just like sugar daddy shit. Okay, sugar daddy, and you pay her and this and that. This about that. Do you want to be that? There will be no genuine love in that. Okay, let me warn you. Okay, so don't be dead broke. be be above average. Okay, be above average, achieve something, and then you can start dating. Okay, you don't have to wait for until you have a Bugatti or until you have a mansion, because you will get that. It is not about the time that you could do this, it is not about this and that. You could get that, but you will not get your younger year back. So enjoy it. Come on, don't be so stressful. Okay, people say that life expectancy is so low, you will live to 70. No, you will live to around 90, because our healthcare is improving and people are getting more and more health conscious, and they are going to the gym, lifespan is increasing and everything, so you will live longer. So don't worry about that. Okay, enjoy your life, and if you enjoy your life, it is about the quality of your life, not the quantity of your life. Okay, see you in the next one.